Hey everybody, it's Tracie Mahan and you are on my YouTube page. If you are not subscribed already, please click subscribe and click the little bell so you get notified when I post something new. Hopefully we get some more channels coming in the near future when everyone's done traveling and we're able to connect again. And hopefully you enjoyed the channels with Alex's Ascension art and with the last channel that we did with the information that came in. This week's, I'm doing the weekly read, the 5-card pull for April 8th through the 12th. So let's go find out what this week holds for us. Okay, so this week I'm going to use the Inner Realm Tarot cards, the Goddess Oracles, and the Angel Tarot. So let's go ahead and get started with that. Let's pull these ones out. And let's get started. So we are going to ask the cards. Look at that. We already got a jumper. We like those because they get us kick started. We got joy coming in. Joy is coming in and success. Wonderful. That's a great way to start the week. Okay, we'll take it. Okay, so we are going to ask the Inner Realm Tarot cards. What is it that we need to know as a collective for April 8th through the 12th? What is it that we need to know as a collective for April 8th through the 12th? And we are going to start with that card right there. What is it that we need to know as a collective for April 8th through the 12th? And we'll get these cards. These cards are really big, so I end up shuffling them like this. All right, we're going to put that right there. And we just need a couple more cards. So, I'm not doing my usual thing of this is where we're coming into the week. This is what we're putting out into the week. This is the hidden aspect or what we're not looking at. Action step. And the next card will be the outcome. Okay, right there. All right. Now let's go for little goddess cards here. They're a little slippery, so let's see what happens with these babies. Okay. So we're asking the goddess cards. I love it when that happens. We're asking the goddess cards, what do we need to know for this upcoming week as a collective for April 8th through the 12th? Do we need to know? What do we need to know for April 8th through the 12th, 2019 as a collective? And let's do one more. What do we need to know as a collective? That was a good shuffle. They didn't fly anywhere, right? Okay, so what do we need to know as a collective? Get those back in order. No, I don't like it when they're all wonky. They're still going to be wonky. Something about that camera doesn't let me have it any other way. Okay, what do we need to know? And we want, this is how we're coming into the week. This is what we're putting out into the week. This is what we're not looking at or haven't seen or it's hidden. We don't know about it yet. This one is, what is the action step? And then we've got the outcome. Okay. So, but I don't even know where to put these things. There's nowhere to set these things. I have so many decks of cards around me. Okay. So now we're going to ask our Angel Tarot cards. What is it that we need to know? Okay. These are jumpers. Let's see what they have. It's about watching our thoughts, keeping it on what we want. And then when we do that, we have the resources and the ability to manifest what we want. Life is very magical. Well, we know who says hashtag the magic is real. That would be me. So, okay, we're not going to put those cards in the lineup because they were jumper cards. For just a side note, watch your thoughts because you are creating. So it's asking us to watch the thoughts and that we are manifesting from those thoughts. Okay, here we go. First card is going to be how you're coming into it. That one wants to be the what you're putting into the week. This is how you're coming into the week, what you're putting into the week. The next card is the hidden aspect, thing that we don't know is happening or we can't see or we're overlooking. This card, fourth card, is the action step. Fifth card is our outcome. Okay. Now, finding a spot for those, Okay. And let's find out if we got all the right cards. So we're going to ask our little pendulum. Please show me yes. Oh, thank you very much. And please show me no. And thank you very much. Okay, is this the correct cards for this row? Yeah. Okay, is this the correct cards for this row? Very good. Is this the correct cards for this row? Very nice. Is this correct cards for this row? And good. And is this correct cards for this row? And we'll take it. Okay, so everybody, it all seems to be good. Let's see what we got here. Okay. All right. Yes, I went quiet because I'm trying to put it all together. Oh, very nice. Okay, so what we're doing is we're coming into the week with our own perceptions of how things are happening, and it's about having patience. So we got the Two of Swords. So it's kind of about going in, having patience, creating balance within yourself, trusting your intuition. You just got to go in kind of as the observer, I think right now is what we're doing. And what the goddess cards are saying is that when the time is right, you will speak with authority. So right now you're taking in some information. You're putting it in perspective. You're kind of like just absorbing knowledge and just seeing what's going on around you. And you're going to be stepping into a place of speaking with authority on a situation. So that's good. And then the tarot cards say that the events that occur with great speed take time to carefully review your options, creative solutions. And I think that's what's happening here. Is you're reviewing, you're observing, you're not just jumping into something. You're taking your time. You're using your intuition. You got to trust it in order to jump into it. And so you're just really taking patience and intuition and time with it. And you're same here. Things are happening with speed. So you're just kind of carefully stepping back, taking a review, and when you're ready, you're going to speak with authority on that situation. Okay, so that's what's happening. You're kind of just taking in what's happening right now. Just taking it in. What does that look like? What's going on? All right. Oh, goody. Oh, goody, goody, goody. Oh, good. All right. Well, we're just going to end it with this one, I think, because we don't need to know what's happening here. We just know we're going into this with rewards, with progress, with things are going good. Things are going good. This is what we're going in. We got a positive attitude going into this. Just really yummy, positive attitude. And we're celebrating. And we're celebrating with pride. We're celebrating right here. So we're speaking with authority. We're celebrating. We're taking in the information, but we're staying very optimistic because we know our intuition is telling us something good is coming. And these cards up here are validating that with the power of creativity. Be a team player. You're getting recognized for something you've worked very hard at, okay? So there is some recognition for something that you've worked very hard at coming your way. And that's happening this week. So just let that flow, okay? This is interesting. This is the hidden cards, okay? So let's look at this. Oh, wow. It is a theme. Okay, so it ends well. You need to be very careful about how much of this is your ego. How much of this, stay out of judgment, stay out of ego, stay out of fear. This is like stay out of fear card. Stay out of fear. And let the things that need to drop away, drop away. This is not serving you. And the goddess card says, let your darker emotions bring you strength. So this is also saying, stay out of the ego, stay out of the fear. There are some darker emotions that might surface. If you're over here contemplating something or watching something, something's coming in and you're taking the time to look at it, create the balance with it, it means it's probably not coming in the way you thought it would, or it's probably not coming in a way that you are recognizing it. So now you have to observe it and say, okay, what is happening here? What is happening? And that could bring up doubt and fear. And it's saying stay out of that. That stuff might be creeping in on you, and it's going to get in the way of this amazing column right here if you let that doubt and fear creep in. And so wonderful angel cards are validating that if you can get those emotions in balance, which that was over here, if you can get those emotions in balance, there's something to celebrate here. You've got everything, all your needs are being met. There's a trustworthy relationship. So if you're working with somebody on that, you can trust them. This is coming together. It's a good card. It's validating that all of this can come in the way you want it to. If you stay out of the fear and actually let the dark side of it, let that shadow actually make you stronger. Okay. This could be what some would call a test. This is testing you to see how are you going to respond. Are you going to keep the faith, or are you going to just throw in the towel and walk away? What are you going to do? So now we're getting into the action step. Okay. Oh, goody. Okay. Okay, so we're still kind of playing in this area here. So let's talk about it. So, okay, we're having some repeat things. This is saying that you're going to speak with authority. And now we have the inner realm cards saying the same thing. Speak with authority. You're going to be outspoken, be honest and direct. If it's not you that's speaking with authority, somebody's speaking to you with some authority and just being very honest and direct with you. Okay, so there is some honesty about to come out, but this is it. It's not to say that you're going to come out and just be just like, what do you want to say, verbal vomit on somebody, but either you are getting information and it's coming in a very direct, matter of fact, I don't think you're going to doubt what this means. It's not an innuendo. It's not a passive way of saying something. You're going to hear something very directly, or you are going to be saying something very directly. But it doesn't mean that you're saying it without love, because love is coming into it. Maybe it's something that you need to say very lovingly to somebody, and maybe there's some feelings that need to be expressed here, but it's coming in the form of love and playfulness, and I think it's going to be a really good thing. There's a good shift going on here with this. And just like over here, you're getting strength from the darkness, so to speak, on this one. You're getting the strength from having to keep the faith right here. And it's saying the same thing right up here. You're getting a great deal of inner strength. Release the harsh judgments and forgive and hold compassion, which is also what we're getting here. Love, compassion, say things with kindness. You're going to say it direct, or you're going to receive it directly, but you respond with kindness and you respond with love and forgiveness and let go of any judgment. Don't you love it? We always get work. We always have the work that goes with it, but the rewards that we reap from doing the work is worth it. So just remember, it's not for us to judge. It's not personal. It is not personal. Not for us to judge it. Let's treat it with some kindness and some love, and whatever is happening with the other person or the other situation, don't go into fear around it, because you are creating something, and you're creating it really, really, really well. You're gaining strength, and you're creating, and this card right here says, when you can respond in this way, you're going to create a very happy life. Okay? Now, what is the outcome? Oh my gosh, I just said happy life, and I have a happy family card in my hand. Okay, let's look at these. Oh yeah. Yeah. We got power, we got strength, we've got everything going in a good direction now. So you're really empowering yourself. You got strength in here so many times. Here. Strength. You're getting stronger. You're getting, it's an emotional journey, and you are taking it and you are rocking this world. Okay. So when we respond to things, and when we can go from the intuition and move into a place of empowerment, you can find your reward, power of creativity, all kinds of, this thing is just full of really positive outcomes. The only thing that's really your caution here is the ego card. It's the, but it's also, it's the releasing of this. It it isn't saying that you're going to be an ego. It could also be saying that this is where you're shedding the ego, and maybe you're not seeing that because you're changing the way you're responding to things. You're changing the way you're doing things. I mean, these goddess cards are just all about supporting you with strength, with speaking in power. You got that power. You know, you're going to speak with authority here, and you're going to speak with authority here. You got that this week. You know what you're talking about. You're following your intuition. It's all coming together. Great inner strength, coming from a place of love, strength. Again, celebrating. You got lots to look forward to. And okay, so this goddess card is about sharing your creativity with the world to ease your isolation. So you may have, like I said over here, you kind of went internal. You're kind of going in, you're looking at things, you're evaluating things, you got to have patience, you're watching it to see if it comes to fruition. You're just kind of like, you've done all the work, you've been putting it out there, you've been doing your affirmations, you've been doing all the work that you have needed to do for your manifestation. Now you're sitting here and watching, okay, I put it in, now it's out of my hands. What's going to happen? I'm going to step out of fear. I'm going to step into my empowerment. I've got a reason to celebrate here. I'm coming from a place of reward. I'm keeping my thoughts happy and on what I want, but I'm just going to watch. I'm going to watch and see how it unfolds this week. And that card's saying that, well, this card is saying that you're going to have something very powerful. It's about the journey. It's about the advancement. It's happening for you. And this one is saying, now it's time. This is later, after this all comes together. You're going to get very creative, and you're going to go out in the world, and you're going to celebrate that. And then our fun little angel card, Tarot, says, again, a very happy life, a very happy family life. Your finances are coming in, finding magic in the little things in life. It's a beautiful little card of everybody playing out in a field. The angels are there. It's wonderful. Okay. Now, I told you guys last week I made these cute little cards of my own, right? So let's just see what they have to add to it. So I'm going to ask my deck of cards, what else would you like us to know about this reading? What else is the collective needing to know about this reading, about the success that's coming in for each and every one of us this week as we do our work, as we do our internal journey? We're asking the week of April 8th through the 12th. What else would you like us to know? And let's see what happens here. Oh, okay. Oh, somebody's thinking about you. Okay, so here we go. We are going to look at the story. And I got to get the story in order here, so give me just a second. Okay. So the first card that comes up, it says that there is a shift that needs to happen for all of this to work. Well, that shift is for you to stay out of here and keep that mind and the thoughts on what it is you'd like to create. You have completed the cycle. The cycle is over. Doors will open now. Okay, so the cycle is over. Have faith. That was in here. Have faith. Keep the faith. I think that was in this one. And keep seeing it. Everything is going perfectly. Okay, everything's going perfectly. Change is here. Change is here. You may need to step outside of the way you think it's going to happen and allow for it to happen the way it's supposed to. There may be an offer coming that's going to create that change. And you got two cards here that came out of that little pile that fell out. Both cards are saying change. Be flexible. If there's a change in direction that needs to happen, be ready and willing to make that change. But a big and happy change is coming. Both those cards. A surprise offer could be coming for you as well. And if you don't already have a romantic partner in your life, the romantic partner card came out. So that one's a lot of fun too. But somebody is thinking about you. So that could be going with the romantic partner card that we have written up here. Either way, you guys, change is on. It's on. just shift out of the shadow. If the shadow's creeping in, if you're finding yourself saying, this isn't for me, don't believe that story, okay? Unwind that story. Don't believe that story. This is the shadows trying to creep in. So let that shadow make you stronger. Every time that negative thought comes in, you get the opportunity to change it. And that's what Spirit's looking for. Are you going to change it? Are you going to step out of that ego self, or out of that shadow self, and let go of the fear and believe that God, that source, that angels can change your life on a dime and bring in everything that you've been working for? I believe for it. I'm believing for it, and I want to hear how things changed in your life this week because you were believing for it, okay? If it's personal details, you don't have to share it, but boy, would it be fun to read your stories on my comments section about how you believed for it and it happened, because that is what it's telling you right here. If you believe for it, it can happen. Get out of your own way and you can make it happen. And I think we're good here. This is a good reading. I'm not thinking I need any clarifying cards on this. So, yeah, take some inner journey time. Just be the observer. When the timing is right, you'll find your voice. You'll be able to speak up and say what you need to say, which is going to set you off on your journey. Just believe and have faith and know that there's something to celebrate here, and there's surprises coming. There's surprises coming for you. And when you get those surprises, I want you to think, wow, that was so spot on. I kept myself positive. I kept thinking of the outcome and desire I wanted, and now something really exciting is happening in that regard. And then you're going to run over to your computer. You're going to type in traciemahan.com, and you're going to check out my website. You like that? Okay, that's my segue into saying, all right, I'm going to wrap this up. Please come find me over at traciemahan.com, TraciemaHan.com. And or come find me over on Facebook. There's been a lot of you guys that have come and joined me over on Facebook in the last week or two, and I have really enjoyed bringing you on board. And if you're listening right now, hello, I'm excited that you've come to join me. And hopefully I have lots more fun and exciting things to share over there. Click subscribe if you haven't already on my YouTube page. I love having you follow me here. And just so you guys know, you guys are a lot of fun for me. I like to see the comments. I like to see how things are working for you. A lot of people will come on and say, "This, I swear you did this reading just for me." And I love hearing that, because sometimes I swear they're just for me too. And so it's a lot of fun when I hear how it resonates with you and how it lines up for you. So please feel free to share that. I love the comments, especially the friendly ones. And everybody has been friendly, by the way. I haven't had to deal with anybody being mean, so I appreciate that as well. If the reading didn't resonate with you, I'm sorry, but hey, go find another one. It will. And so also, if you're clicking on an older reading, it's not date specific, even though I do date stamp them. If there's something in that reading that resonates for you, then it is for you. So just remember that if you're listening to this at a later date. All right, you guys, I do QHHT, which is quantum healing hypnosis. I do ascension sessions, which is all about, I go into a channel, and the channel brings you through a guided clearing and ascension process, and you get to go meet your councils and do some fun things in the ascension process. So that's another thing I do. You'll find all that on my website. Again, traciemahan.com. If you feel like you want to support me and that's something that you're called to do, there is a link for that below in the write-up of this reading. So I appreciate that as well. Love you guys, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.